ਰੈਡ ਐਫਐਮ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੋਸ਼ਨੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋ। ਅੱਜ ਹੈ ਵਰਲਡ ਵਾਟਰ ਡੇ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਜ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟੀਨਾ ਲੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਾਟਰ ਸੋਮੀਲੀਏ ਨੇ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਐਕਸਪੈਰੀਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ 'ਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਬੜਾ ਹੀ ਸੌਖਾ ਹੈ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਪਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਟੇਸਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟੀਨਾ ਲੀ ਦਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟੀਨਾ, ਹਾਊ ਆਰ ਯੂ ਡੂਇੰਗ?
I'm good, Jasmine. Happy World Water Day.
Yes, happy World Water Day. So, Christina,
Yes.
would you want to begin telling our listeners what are we going to do today?
Well, we're going to do virtual water tasting with you,
Yes.
Jasmine. I hope that your listener will get a chance to also experience it maybe after the program. A lot of people ask me, is it hard to be a water sommelier? Honestly, no. Everybody can be one. All you need to do is just to listen to your body, listen to the palate. So sitting right in front of you right now, you should have 6 different kinds of water.
Yes.
First one is Aquafina, and that is actually a purified water. Okay, right next to it, it will be smart water. So we'll start off with this two first. So what I suggest is that just to put maybe 1 to 2 ounces of each of this water in your cup, Jasmine, and you can actually taste it. Just water, right? Nothing special. Now I want you to taste the smart water.
Okay, let's taste smart water.
Do you taste the difference?
Yes, actually yes.
It's very apparent, isn't it? Okay, now let's do which one. So among these two, which one do you like more?
I like actually the Aquafina has more sweetness in it.
Yes, excellent. The reason that your body prefer Aquafina more is because smart water is distilled water.
Oh.
Whenever it's distilled water, there's no structure in it, and it's usually not our body prefer. And guess what? Most of the drinks that's not good for you, for example, soft drinks like Coca-Cola, they are actually made with distilled water because distilled water can easily combine with any chemical. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Let's try another water that you have in front of you, which is the nasty pure light. Very different, isn't it?
Yes, I can say it's flat.
It's flat?
Yeah.
Not just flat. You'll find that there's more substance on the palate, right? Versus for the Aquafina, you may have a little bit cleaner, less weight on the palate, right? Okay, but yeah, the flavor is a little bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Yes.
it's not something that you prefer.
It's not
And
sweet
just-
and yeah.
It's very mellow and very dull, right? Jasmine, I want you to feel the bottle of the nasty pure life as well. Just feel the bottle.
Okay. Prab, can you pass me the bottle, please? Yes.
Isn't it very fragile?
Yeah.
In comparison to
Yes.
yeah, okay. Remember this. I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, now let's go into international water, Jasmine. Let's get excited with it. Nasty is actually Canadian water that's being harvested in Canada. Vos. Let's go into Vos. Vos is a
I'm
Tishan spring
excited
water.
for this one, Christina. The bottle is very fancy.
I know it's ideal for ladies, right? So
Yeah.
this is from Norway.
Okay.
This is from Norway. This is a Tishan water all the way from Norway. It's being harvested in a natural spring. Okay, Norway
Let's
itself
try.
is a little bit colder, so taste it.
It's different.
It's different. Do you find it's a little bit lighter? It's a little bit rocky, right? And it's a little bit more refreshing. Do you feel that you're kind of like? Can you feel that this water is from a colder climate?
No, I can say it's different, but I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, now so far by far, do you like Vox better or Nasty better?
Was.
Now let's move on to Fiji Island to see how you
Okay.
feel. The next one is a Fiji.
This is
one.
also a nice bottle, right?
You know, Fiji water is one of the most popular water around the world. So taste it
Okay.
and let me know how you feel.
Most popular water. Wow.
It's natural spring water all the way
Yes.
from Fiji Island. You will find that the taste on your mouth is a little bit more smooth. Okay, it's refreshing, but it doesn't have that rocky taste as of from the Vox, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different.
Now,
Yes.
It's different. Okay, now let's go into a mountain water, which is
Mountain
Evian.
water.
Okay, Evian is being harvested from France Alps. Okay, so it's being harvested in a mountain. The 4 natural spring water sitting right in front of you are from different types of earth, different types of land on earth, and different countries too.
So should I go for this?
Okay, now Yep, please. Taste Evian and let me know how you feel.
It's refreshing, I can say.
It's refreshing, right?
And
so,
different.
Okay, now, and different. Now, Jasmine, share with me. Even though you don't taste water as much as I do, do you taste a significant difference of all those 6 types of water?
Yes.
Yes, right? And you will, now you taste Aquafina, you taste Smart Water. Do you still have the Aquafina right next to you?
Yes, I have.
Okay, now what I want you to do is that taste Aquafina and taste Evian and see if you feel a significant difference between the two.
Again, Christina, I can feel little bit sweetness in that.
Yeah, now try the Evian.
Evian,
Try the Evian.
okay.
Yep,
Let's
try the
try
Evian.
Evian.
I'm just jealous, Justin.
Yeah, I know.
I can see that you don't have one assistant. You have 2 assistants right next
I
to
have
you.
3 actually.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So
okay,
this
now
is Evian.
Evian.
Yeah.
Yep, taste it. Significantly different, right?
Yes, it is a little bit strong.
Yes. So between the Aquafina and the Evian, which one do you prefer yourself?
Aquafina.
You prefer Aquafina because
Yeah.
of the sweet taste, okay?
Yeah.
But however, what you will realize is this: Aquafina and Evian, when you drink it in a larger volume, your body will choose Evian over Aquafina.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
For one reason is because for Aquafina is made with a procedure called reverse osmosis system. So we actually remove everything from your body. So you may not even realize. And Jasmine, we know one fact is that alkaline is better than acidic, correct? Alkaline is better than acidic because when our body is acidic, there's higher chance that we have inflammation and we have disease. And guess what? The Aquafina and Smart Water that you drink, they're both acidic.
Okay.
And people didn't realize that.
Wow.
Okay. In case you're wondering, is that really Christina? Are you just saying it? Okay. So right in front of me, what I have is that I have Aquafina. For those who are joining us on social media, right? They're able to see it. Yeah. So this is Aquafina. So I have this in a cup. Okay. And then right next to me, let's use this to represent natural spring water.
Okay.
That's Evian. Okay. So now I have a little gadget I want to show you, Jasmine. I have a little gadget. It's called pH drop. Okay. We use this to test if the beverage or the water is acidic or alkaline. Whenever I drop this into the cup and it turns orange, yellow, red, means that's acidic. Obviously, that's a warning that it's bad for your health, right? Whenever we put this drop into the water, it's blue, green, and purple. That's alkaline. Okay? So we're going to do this test. Okay? So Aquafina.
Yes. So you're mixing the drops, yes.
So this is Aquafina. This is Evian. What do you see?
Wow, yellow and green.
Yellow and green, right? So this one, Aquafina, is actually made with what we call purification system. So it actually removes all the minerals from our body, okay? Whenever we drink it. And then also because this water actually has no minerals in it. Whenever we consume it, our body is going to steal the minerals from our body to compensate it such that it can function accordingly. So whenever you're drinking, if you're drinking water that has minerals in it, that is actually good for you. And that's what we as a water sommelier praise on, is that water with natural mineral. Okay, so through this water tasting, you realize that if we consume it in a longer duration of time, your body would prefer water that has natural minerals in it. Even though it's a little bit more structure and substance, but yet it can get into our cells way quicker than those without any natural minerals.
Okay, that's great, Christina. So now that we are done with our water tasting experiment, I want to know, how old were you when you learned that not all water tastes the same?
You want me to reveal the age, Jasmine?
Yes.
Oh my God. Not long ago, I started my water journey around 8 years ago. Around 8 years ago. The reason that I start off, I get excited about water is because I was fighting a disease called salivary gland tumor, aka an early stage of cancer. So back then, I obviously, just like everybody, I went to see a doctor. I was given different kind of tests, and then I was also given different kind of pills. So I was that pill made me super weak to the point that I'm thinking, is there any way? I was thinking if there's any other way that I can do, and I shall do further study to see if I can boost up my immunity or to fight the disease. And water came into the research when I was researching about it. I realized that water is very significant to our health. Imagine this, Jasmine. If there's a chance that you can boost up your immunity by 75%, will you say yes to it? Obviously, right? We are all smart. And the reason for that is because we are 75% water, Jasmine. We are not 20%, we're 75% water. And guess what? In our blood, which is very important to our body, which will carry nutrients and help us to defense, our blood is 90.5% water. So if today, imagine this, if today if we can change our water by consuming a better water to our body, right? And that will actually strengthen our immunity. Obviously, that's a smarter move. That's when 8 years ago, I started to do research and start to understand water is so significant. And back then I changed the water that I consume immediately. Okay, I go into natural mineralized water. I go and study after Japanese technology is actually called ionized water. That actually helped me significantly to tone down my disease and tone down my tumor. And that's when I start to do even more research and get crazier about the subject water. And later on, counting back around 3.5 years ago, that's when I go to Germany because I already recovered. So I want to study more and understand a little bit more about it. So 3.5 years ago, I went to Germany to study water and become a water sommelier and got certified there.
Yeah. So Christina, next time when I go into a store to get water for myself, what should I look for in the water label?
Okay, you should definitely look for, I'll tell you what not to go for, then it'll be easier, okay? Definitely my no list is that don't go for distilled water. Don't go for water that says reverse osmosis on the system. Even though that's a small fine print, for example, for this one, it said reverse osmosis in a very, very small word, right? But you won't realize it. Make sure that you go for natural spring water or natural mineral water.
Okay.
And the reason being that I would suggest not to go for distilled and not to go for reverse osmosis or even not to go for remineralized water. Those are the guidelines by World Health Organization. WHO actually given us guidelines and told us that not to consume those water because it's going to remove the minerals from the water. It's going to remove or help to cause mineral depletion, and that's very important.
Okay. Christina, is drinking water from a plastic bottle harmful?
Yes, I would say so. So preferably, if you can choose water that is in a glass bottle, it would be ideal. But Jasmine, the sad part is that in North America, we don't have much choice. Most of the water that we have is actually plastic bottle for the bottled water, right? So that's why earlier on I asked you to fill the bottle for Nasty Pure Life. When you fill it, it's very flimsy, it's very fragile. If today you have a choice, if today you have to go for bottled water, if today you don't have a choice because all of them are plastic bottle, make sure that you fill the bottle. Don't go for bottle that's too flimsy, because long term, first of all, it's not good for you. Second of all, is that the bottle, when you leave it in your car during a hot weather like today in Toronto here, the plastic is going to bleach into your water, and you're going to consume it. Okay, a lot of people didn't realize it. In your tap water today in Canada, okay, there's actually microplastic in it. There was a research being done by an Australian media around 4 years ago. They find that most of the popular water brands actually have plastic in the water. It's all because through the container get into the water itself. So make sure that you choose wisely. If today you have a choice to go for glass bottle, go for it. If you don't have a choice to go for glass bottle or Tetra Pak or even aluminum can, go for plastic bottle that's a little bit firmer, or even install a quality water filtration at home.
Okay.
I would say.
Christina, any contact you would like to leave for listeners to be able to acquire more information on water from you?
Sure, they can go to my website, which is very simple, www.watersommelier.ca, WATERSOMMELIER.ca, or they can call me on myself, 647-926-9838.
Can you repeat the phone number, please?
Sure, 647-926-9838.
Perfect. So, is it true, Christina, that water carries message or energy from the surroundings?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Water is most secure, precious elements. The reason being is because we are all energy beings, Jasmine. We are actually all electric field. So is water. So whenever water is being stored or being interact in a polluted environment, the water structure itself is going to look different. That's why we, as a human being, we should carry positive vibes, because mind you that we're 75% water. So our vibes is going to create a different magnetic field for our own body. Inside is all water. So yes, whenever water is being harvested in a polluted area, it's going to have a not as good water structure. As even though when you store it, make sure that we drink water. This is one of my favorite things that I do. Whenever you drink water, make sure that you express your appreciation to it.
Yes.
So therefore you can consume it better. Okay.
So at the end, what would you like to say on account of World Water Day, Christina?
I would say make sure that you mind what you drink. Water is the best natural medicine they can ever find on earth. Make sure that you know what you're drinking and you're drinking enough each day, because most people, they got sick not just because what kind of water they drink, it's also because dehydration. They don't drink enough. Make sure that you drink according to your body weight, not just 8 glasses of water.
I think I have already started appreciating water after this conversation. So thank you so much for your time, Christina, and thank you so much for this valuable information.
It's my pleasure, Jasmine. Thank you, and happy Water Day again.
Thank you. Happy World Water Day. Thank you.